Hello, this is Clint from the Farmer's Grove. Again, not at the Farmer's Grove. This is part of my side yard actually. And we've got the strawberries and the corn, and we put the corn in different varieties. We've got our asparagus, and we got our melons and tomatoes, and all our herbs and everything growing. Lots and lots of basil, lots and lots of ornamentals also, as you can see. These structures are something that I was playing around with last year, just thinking about, is there a way with not using the cages? These are brand new little, I can't remember the variety, but these are the blackberries that are like, twice as big as your thumb inside these cages that I just got from a nursery. I'm just more curious about than anything else. But I was looking at these structures that I've got them on an angle. You can see what parallel is, thinking that if you've got the plants up there, I grew tomatoes on them last year, they did great. You can see they continue on down this way out past the amaranth and the raspberries, and we got some more tomatoes, blackberries right there. But these are all really old, like 1800, like French and European variety melons on this side that I'm using these structures for. That's actually working out pretty good, because I'm thinking this would be a pretty handy way to be able to go back and forth between beans, tomatoes, melons, different things that you can make grow vertical, have them permanently in place, have permanent beds in place for more of a production style over at the Farmer's Grove. So this is kind of me testing. Now, this is cucumbers, and because these structures are on an angle that you can see, now they're about, all this is pretty much reclaimed. When we got the property, the guy had all kind of metal and stuff over there, so we were using what we could do. And basically all I have to do with the cucumbers and the melons for that matter is just kind of, as soon as they get long enough, I kind of put them up on there, and because of gravity being on the angle, they seem to hold on really good, and they're really easy to pick. We've been getting loads and loads of cucumbers here in our zone 2 garden of our permaculture system. I've got beans that are getting ready to start. They're going to be climbing up this also. So, but this is just, sometimes it's just interesting to try something a little different. And I think this is going to have some commercial value because it's going to last for such a long time. And I can rotate what I'm doing really, really easy. Now, it's not cucumbers all the way down, but you can see everything seems to take to this structure because it's easy for it to do. It's not going straight up, it's being on an angle, so you allowed gravity to use. You can see that has no trouble putting on cucumbers. We've been eating lots and lots and lots of cucumbers from this. We're going to be eating lots more. They're really, really happy. Pollination seems to be very well with this system. The fruits of the cucumbers are really easy to pick. You can see I just stand here and pick it, and I reach over there and I stand that one and pick it. Those will be ready here in about a day. Now these are some more of the old European, and I have no idea what these taste like. This is kind of running a trial, but I'm willing to bet that the ones that are really good, I'm going to take to some of the nicer restaurants in Chattanooga to see if they'd be interested in running a trial, because it could or could not be a niche market for a small farm like myself, that I could have a guaranteed market where if I grew some of these really old perfumey type melons, that they'll run a special, just like they've contacted me to do, like a certain amount of my free range eggs for my chickens for certain dishes they're doing for a certain amount of time. So by doing this, trying them out, go seeing what the chefs and owner of these restaurants do, it could be a pretty cool niche. So over at the Farmer's Grove, I may grow out 100 of these plants on these trellises. They're going to be easier to pick. They're growing up to them really easy, as you can see. And all I've done, even with the melons, is just get them where they're coming up a little bit. They take over from there, and we've already got some melons that are about as, I'd say they're already about 2 pounds, but it's doing really, really well with us. I'm not so much worried about making sure it's 100% vertical. I'm just curious about what the fruit is more than anything. But this is a neat system that I don't know what made me think about it one day. I was looking at some stuff where they have blackberries on these rotating, they're not trellises, but I guess they are in a way on blackberry farms. And then the idea of just allowing gravity to help keep them where you want it, plus the ease of coming on this side and just be able to pick whatever you want, and this is not hitting you. So this is not a really sharp angle. Just something to think about. Really, it's working out pretty well. You might want to try some of these. Tomatoes did very well on them. I know beans will do very well on them. And it's just one of those things as we're walking around my personal zone 2 garden this morning to look what's going on, because that's one of the first things I do every morning is to come out here and see what is changing, what's gonna be coming in play, and what's gonna be doing very well.